Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be testing the Viofo A119M Pro in real driving conditions. The day, night, headlights, bumps, everything. I got this dashcam from Viofo for testing free of charge, and here's what I received in the package. First of all, we got our dashcam. Now the A119M Pro is supposed to be the mini version, however it still records in 4K Ultra HD quality, and it still comes with the Starvis 2 sensor. Now the dashcam hardwire kit that you can see right here is gonna allow the camera to record the car 24/7 on the parking lot without any chance of draining the battery. Lastly, we got our 64GB memory card with the micro SD adapter. Alright, time for installation. Now we got two options to power up our camera. First one would be to use this cable which came with the camera. You can just plug it into the USB port or use this lighter adapter. As I said before, I'm going to use this dashcam hard wire kit. We got three wires. The black one is going to be connected to the ground, the yellow one is going to be connected to the 12-volt ignition, and the red one is going to be connected to the battery plus. Now those three wires are essentially plugged into this little adapter. As you can see, we got four options here: the 12.4, 12.2, 12 and 11.8 volts. Now when this device notices the voltage drop, it turns off the camera and prevents the battery from draining. Now to select any of those options, you can just move this tab on the side. One more interesting thing that we got with the camera is going to be this lens. It goes over the camera lens and it prevents the glare. Alright, so this is going to be our setup right here. Now on the right side of the fuse box we have constant power all of the time. On the left side we get power only when I turn the key into the on position. So as you can see, I've plugged in this piggyback fuse on the right with the red wire, and the one with the yellow wire is plugged into the right side. Now our black ground wire is connected right here under this bolt. I've secured this adapter right above the fuse box with a zip tie, and it is easily accessible. So I'm just going to use this trim removal tool which has been provided to guide the cable behind the A-pillar and the headliner. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol and a paper towel to clean the windshield where I'm going to place the sticker. So the camera itself is going to be placed right behind rear view mirror so it doesn't obstruct the view. Alright, so that's it. Now I'm also just going to place this lens over the camera. Alright, so what I like to do for the best camera placement, I like to power up the camera so I can see on the screen what the camera sees. That's gonna allow me to position it perfectly. I'm just gonna peel this red sticker off, and I'm gonna place the camera right here. Now the good thing is that you can actually adjust this lens, and there it is. I think that this is gonna be perfect. Alright, now when it comes to the camera itself, as you can see, we got 5 buttons right here. Now this one with the exclamation mark is used to lock the footage. Now this button right here, you can use it to snap a photo, or if you hold it you can access the menu. However, we're gonna go over the menu from their app. Now this rec button is used to start recording, and this right here is used to turn on and off the microphone. Now to enable the Wi-Fi, just hold this
Wi-Fi enabled.
Wi-Fi button, and that is pretty much it.
Recording.
And finally, let's check out our video quality, and I gotta say that I'm really impressed. This Sony Starvis 2 sensor really does its job perfectly. You can see that the colors are nice and vibrant and that the picture is crisp. Now on the bottom bar we got our speed displayed as well as the coordinates. We got our battery voltage, and on the right side we got our date and time. Now the most important thing is of course gonna be the details. You can see that the number plates are easily readable, and in the event of a crash, that is gonna be of course the most important. So let's do the sound test, and as you can see, the sound is pretty good considering that this is a dash cam. Next, let's do a bump test. Now this right here is gonna be a Bosnian version of 50 Shades of Grey. Now you can see that this road is quite bumpy and the picture quality is perfect, and keep in mind that this car is riding on 19s. Moving on to the video quality at night. Now this is going to be with the headlights on. I'm going to turn them off, and as you can see, the quality is still exceptionally good. Again, I gotta say that even though this is a budget camera, it still matches the nighttime quality of my other Viofo camera, and this is gonna be better than pretty much anything that I've used or tested in the past. Now this, I gotta say again that this Starvis 2 Sony sensor really does its job exceptionally well. When it comes to details and number plates, you can see that they are easily readable. Alright, so this is going to be the home screen of the app. Now on the bottom we got the settings button and the button to preview our recordings. Now if you want to download any of these, you essentially just open it and click the download button on the top right corner. Now let's go over the settings. So this is going to be the standard. We got the video resolution. It is set up to 4K 30 frames per second, but you got some more options as well. Then we got our loop recording. We can set it up anywhere from 1 minute to 10 minutes. Then moving on to recording audio volume, exposure value, HDR, auto HDR, time, G sensor, date, stamp, bitrate, time-lapse recording, and so on. We also got our Wi-Fi channel, Bluetooth button function, time zone, time synchronization, date format, and things like that. Now what is interesting is the parking mode. So we got the auto event detection, so the camera in this case detects any kind of commotion around the car automatically. We got our time-lapse recording, which you can set up to 1 frame per second, 2 frames per second, 3, 5, 10, and so on. And our low bitrate recording is essentially just a normal recording in the lower quality. So you got a bunch of different options and settings right here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there is quite a bit of them, and Viofo definitely did their job properly. You can set up pretty much everything according to your liking. Now to conclude this video, I gotta say that I've bought countless dash cams and I've tested a lot of them, and ones from the Viofo were the best quality. They were actually the only cameras that I didn't have any issues with. Now if you are looking for a budget one channel dash cam, in my personal opinion this is the one to go with. As you can see, the picture quality is exceptional, and it's gonna offer pretty much everything that you ever need. Anyway, that would be all for this video. I hope you find it interesting and useful. If you did, hit that like button and support our channel by subscribing and by sharing our content with the rest of car enthusiasts.